Hey guys, how you doing out there? File91e here, and not a Disney news or reviews this time. A little short video. I recently found some old Disney photos from my 1990 trip when I was 4 years old, and I wanted to share them with you in a little slideshow and really tell you about them. Okay, this first picture is me at our hotel room. We didn't stay at a Disney hotel that time. You can see I have my my Mickey ears on, and so yeah, there's that one. Okay, this one is I think I'm at Epcot right now. This is right now at Epcot. They have a lot of these stone monuments where people can buy things that you can take a picture of, you and a loved one and be immortalized on this stone. It's like cut into metal, and then they put that piece of metal on this stone, and you'll always be immortalized in Disney. It's a cool thing. Husbands and wives do it, brothers and sisters do it. So if you're down at Epcot, check that out. I want to get one with me and my brother, just because we're cool like that. Okay, this one is at MGM. Now, when I was a kid, MGM was my favorite. You can actually see a crane in the background. They're probably constructing something new over there. That is the Great Movie Ride. This is probably one of the clearest pictures you'll get of MGM without the big hat. When you go down now, they have a giant hat that sits right there that marks the middle of the park. It's a good meeting point destination, so if you were to ever get lost from your child or whatever, you could tell them to always meet at the blue hat. Enjoy that. There it is. Disney MGM Studios, now Disney's Hollywood Studios. This was the archway into the actual studio portion of the studio lot. And my grandfather, this is all my grandfather's pictures, by the way. He snapped a photo, which is kind of cool. Alright, this is the animation section. Once you go under that archway, you get into this section, and I'm here with Goofy and two people that want their autograph and picture as well, and I'm hogging up the spotlight, as you can tell. And there's this next photo here. Probably right afterwards, I'm probably telling the little girl, "Here, it's your turn." Or I'm telling her, "No, Goofy's my friend, get away." I don't know. Don't really remember. Okay, this one is obviously me with a Minnie Mouse. As you can tell, I was a really smaller kid, but now I'm not as small, I guess. So yeah, just me and Minnie Mouse. Okay, this one actually is pretty cool. This was 1990 was around the time that Who Framed Roger Rabbit came out, and I loved that movie. I thought it was great. It was a mix of Disney cartoons and Warner Brothers cartoons, and MGM did a little a tribute to it. Whenever a movie comes out, Disney always tries to hype the movie as much as they can in the park. So they did that with this movie, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and this is the outside of the actual the warehouse. Alright, here you can see me standing in front of a cardboard cutout of Jessica Rabbit. I liked her back then. I didn't know why, but now I know why I like Jessica Rabbit. Yeah. So, funny times. Okay, this is probably my favorite thing. My favorite part in the whole movie of Who Framed Roger Rabbit was the steamroller scene. I don't know why, but I had a huge fascination with steamrollers when I was a kid. I used to just, I don't know, I guess it's the way they flattened it. I don't know, it just looked appealing, kind of. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, but I had a fascination with the steamroller from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and luckily, as luck would have it, they had it as a prop, and you could walk on it, and I got to walk on it. So this was probably the highlight of my whole trip at Disney World at that time. And you can see my grandfather standing there next to me. He's a good guy. He took me down twice, and or 3 times actually, and I really appreciate it. Okay, now probably the second biggest highlight of my time down there was Indiana Jones. This is the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. Nothing has changed. The show is still the same as it was in 1990. I loved Indiana Jones. I still love Indiana Jones. Whenever I go out, I don't wear my red hat that you see on screen. I wear an Indiana Jones hat, the Indiana Jones fedora. All right, this is a shot looking down Main Street. I want to say this was around 10 o'clock in the morning, because it's starting to get packed, but it's not that packed yet. And but one of my favorite shots is when you get the whole family and you go up closer and you find one of the somebody to take a picture for you, and you get the family shot with the castle behind you. To me, that's one of the more important shots every family needs to get, and I love it. That's a good shot. And there's the castle. That's a nice shot from my grandfather. Or my grandmother, I don't know. It could be weird. Who knows? It's a nice side view of the castle. It's an amazing thing when you walk up and touch it. I have a picture of my brother touching the castle, and it was always one of his things, because he never really remembered touching the castle, but now he does. And we have it on camera. Because I can't say celluloid, because it's not celluloid anymore. Okay, and now this, I know what this is. This is Splash Mountain. This is right outside of Splash Mountain. I don't think I got on this at that point because I was too small. But here I am with Brer Fox from the Song of the South fame. You can't really talk about that in Disney World because Song of the South, Disney doesn't really like that movie, but that's where Zip-A-Dee-Do-Da comes from. And this is Brer Fox. You will see him when you go to Splash Mountain if you go down. This is another shot of me giving 5. Alright, and okay, what have we got here? Oh, okay, the budding pirate in me. I'm also a big fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean series and the ride itself. I don't know where all this stuff went. I guess I wore it down too much. Well, this is outside Pirates of the Caribbean. And this is probably the photograph that inspires all of the photographs that I take of this certain headstone. Here lies good old Fred, a great big rock fell on his head. I take this shot every time I go to the Haunted Mansion. This is outside the Haunted Mansion. Alright, here is Cinderella. This is inside Cinderella's castle. Now the castle has been converted into a restaurant called Cinderella's Royal Table. You eat with Cinderella and you meet with different Disney characters. So, a Cinderella castle. Okay, and then that picture leads to this picture. You can see on my cheek a big smooch from Cinderella. I mean, I'm a cute kid, and hey, what what could I say? I got a smooch from Cinderella. That was great. And you can just see the smile on my face. I'm like, oh, I'm blushing a little bit. Yep. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed those photos. I found them. I wanted to share them with everybody. So remember, pictures are a big part of Disney World. Take pictures. The video is great, but pictures really capture the essence of that moment. So take some pictures, take it to Ritz or somewhere, and and get them printed out onto some 4x6s. And while you're down in Disney World, buy a nice photo album that says the year on it. They usually have one every year. They have a different one every year, and fill it up. And you'll always be able to look back on those pictures and enjoy them. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed these pictures that I had here. Sorry for rambling on, but by now you should know that I do that. Thanks.